How are you? Know that you have another 24 hours to face the challenges that life presents you with. It's great to see you here, and I'm proud of you. I know it's not always easy, and I understand that sometimes you don't want to be in this mental place that you are. But don't give up, because if you give up, you'll end up back where you were before. Remember the time when you started out failing and felt desperate to be where you are now? I remember, and I want to tell you that you need to keep the same attitude. Keep fighting. Don't let the fear of failure and the temptation to play it safe in life overwhelm you. After all, you can't get out of life alive. Dying is the way to get out of here. While people sleep, you need your dreams. I'm here to tell you that when they're awake, they need their dreams too. They must have their goals, and they won't be able to reach them if they follow like a leaf in the wind. You must become someone specific. You must work tomorrow, because repeating what you did yesterday will not be enough. The future will not be as good as the past, as you are now 2 days older and no closer to your goal. I tell you to keep going despite setbacks, despite adversity. I tell you to keep going, because years from now, when you look back, I want you to remember one thing about this moment, that you gave it all you had. That those sleepless nights were worth it, that morning awakenings and hours in books matter. All the preparation, dedication, and resilience paid off. So, don't be discouraged. Face each day with determination and courage. Believe in yourself and your potential. Keep your eyes fixed on the goal and don't let yourself be shaken by the obstacles that come your way. You are capable of overcoming any challenge and achieving your dreams. Remember that success is built step by step, day after day. Keep persisting and never give up. I'm here rooting for you. May you recognize who you really are and allow that essence to manifest and guide you towards the future. It is important to remember that we cannot leave life alive, so there is no safe position where we can avoid death. We can choose to stay in the stands, just watching, or we can choose to enter the field and make the most of every moment. No problem is permanent, even though we may think our problems are widespread. Perhaps we believe that our financial problems, or relationship that ended, or any other difficulty is a reflection of something bad in ourselves. However, life goes beyond these problems. It is necessary to adopt a different perspective and understand that we cannot just sit back and think. We must move our body and direct our energy and focus, because with little energy, no matter how smart we are, we will not be able to utilize our full potential. But by putting ourselves in a heightened mental, emotional, and physical state, we suddenly begin to remember who we really are and get answers we didn't even think were possible. In fact, we don't fully understand how wonderfully complex we are, and we do all of this with no prior training in how to do it. We are true miracles. This is one of the great wonders of life. We're not here just to survive or navigate uncharted territory. We were not created just for this moment. Most of us have been conditioned to avoid taking risks, but when I'm asked how to be happy, I say it's very simple. One word: progress. Progress equals happiness. If we keep growing, we will feel alive, and the more we grow, the more we will have to offer. When we start from zero, we find a new breath, a new energy that did not exist before. When we want something as intensely as breathing, we find the way. At this time, no external motivation is needed. It is an intrinsic motivation that drives us to proceed. You have to be willing to say "I will" and challenge yourself. Sometimes it's necessary to get out of bed and say "let's go." We should do the things we know we ought to do and avoid the things we shouldn't do. We discover that the greatest enemy we face is within ourselves. As an old African proverb says, there is no enemy within, The enemy without cannot harm us if we are willing to resist and advance. So you overcome many obstacles and overcome those who tried to defeat you. They have achieved success, but they are unhappy. This concern always accompanies us. I've given this enough thought. I've considered enough data. And if you stop to think about it, it's impossible to consider all the data when making a decision in any given situation, because the data is infinite. So what you do is you think about what you're going to do about it, and then it's time to act. You make a snap judgment. It's surprising how often this works. You need to have the proper mindset to be able to do this. You have to start believing and strengthen that belief. Feed it by listening to inspiring audio, attending seminars and workshops, challenging yourself. Don't settle. Don't strive. Don't get so obsessed with what happened yesterday that you miss the opportunities that await you today. Remember that whenever one door closes, there is another one waiting for you. To me, success without achievement is failure. Many only focus on success, and there's nothing wrong with that. But success is achieving what you want, while achievement is living what you love. Dare to do what you want. I will get it right. We don't realize that what I want, what I really want, is the same as what you want. And I don't know what you want. But I would never have discovered what I'm capable of doing now if I hadn't been willing to take risks. You have to be willing to do it. You have to believe in yourself. Yes, I want to change the world. I want to make the world a better place. I want to fulfill my promise. I want to be different. I want to change my life. I want to succeed. And how do I do it? One day, a choice, 1 minute, 1 hour, 1 second, a decision in time. I want to take risks. I want to level up. Most people don't do that. You will see that most people engage in an empty life, a life of low risk. If you are not willing to take risks, you cannot grow. If you can't grow, you can't do your best. If you can't be your best self, you can't be happy. And if you can't be happy, what's left? When you're really determined to change everything, you don't have to tell anyone what you're going to do. Just go and do it. Let your light scream. Let it speak so loudly that everyone can hear it and no one can ignore it. Don't be offended when no one believes you. Believe in yourself. Start making good choices, making right decisions.